Shalom, shalom, family. What's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are in the world. All praises to the Most High, always, guys. Always, always, always. All praises. And yeah, like I say, just got my hair cut, so let me know how it looks. I think my edge up is a little off. It's like a little off, but it's okay. It's all right. I appreciate the people that cut his hair here, and it's okay. All praises. But yeah, I'm just waiting on some food to take back home, and I thought I'd just sit here and do this video because maybe some people really need to hear this. This is something I believe that is serious. America, right? I know. You guys always talk about America. Yes, because it's very important. America is sinking. This is a sinking ship that's happening. And the people that is there is going to be affected the most. If you are there, we already know there's going to be inflations. There's going to be, certain things that you have to look over your shoulder for, and distractions and overload on overload on pretty much everything. To be honest, like, you can't even have that sit down and the peace of mind that you really need to have for what is coming, right? Because these things here is peaceful here. You get what I'm saying? Good, all good. Yeah, the things here is peaceful, and I'm saying this because you got to realize, like, what really is happening is for a reason. The control aspect of it is going to get even more crazy. So I apologize for the background noise. I am kind of on the main road by the restaurant, so cars is going, motorcycles is going, and stuff like that. But you gotta realize, like, hey, I don't want to. Yeah, that's the owner right there. Not sure if you guys saw him, but yeah, he came and talked to me and stuff. But yeah, you gotta realize this stuff that's happening right now, they're not going to tell you it's happening. You got to be the one that does the research. You got to be the one that keeps your options open, and that's very, very important. You have to keep your options open. You got to understand that there is a life living abundantly outside of America. As we always say, take advantage. Excuse me. Take advantage of that US dollar outside of America. So I know people talk about, the Caribbean, talk about like Panama, Mexico and stuff, but we believe Africa is going to be the place that's going to be sustainable long term. So for example, just like the AI data centers, right? It's something very important, and I'm pretty sure if you visited Africa, you will understand what I'm about to say. Africa, right? If you came here, you stayed here for, I would say, at least 6 months to a year or something like that, you understand how the power outages and stuff like that, the water outages and things of that nature is pretty regular. It's regular, right? It's not regular here, to be honest. Here in Mauritius, it's not. It's very good. It's pretty constant. It's always good. If anything happens, it comes back on, right? But data centers, we hear a lot of people that actually is preparing to come to Africa talk about, hey, how their light bill or the electricity bill, the water bill has risen, is more expensive than usual because they might have a data center close by in their neighborhood or something. And that's something very real that's happening. But here in Africa, depending on the country that you choose, this is something that people have to realize that it's not going to come to Africa, because all the power outages that happens, all the load shedding that happens to try to save the electricity, to try to save the water and stuff like that, it happens a lot. So if you put a data center here in a country of choice, right? It depends on the country. The country put a data center, that means that they're going to be using more electricity, they're going to be using more water, and that's going to take away from the citizens that need to survive here and be sustainable, right? So I don't think, I mean, I would say eventually, like way in the future, once a country realize how to control and do good with certain things, with the electricity, with the water and stuff like that, that can be a factor. But I really don't think so, because that costs a lot, like I'm telling you. So I'm saying this because you got to think long term. You got to think 5 years, 10 years of what's really going to be happening pretty much everywhere. But the main places that's going to be hitting is the superpower countries, right? So I know, of course, China, they're trying to do data centers under the water, but that's going to affect the water, right? And if you guys have not seen The Grab, go watch it right now. Just pause the video, go type in YouTube, because they have the documentary on YouTube that you can watch. It's about an hour and a half. Go watch it and understand what the war is about. Countries do not have water to be sustainable for the next couple years. And what happened, or what is happening, I should say, in the Middle East right now with the oil and stuff, man, that's a big setback. As they keep saying, it's going to be a big setback of what's happening all around the world. A lot of countries are running out of fuel. A lot of countries are, fuel is one of the main things that runs a lot of things, that keeps things going, right? So as you guys hear, like y'all hear all this noise, that's fuel. That's fuel that they need. When it comes down to the tires, when it comes down to the engine, when it comes down to the car, when it comes down, you get what I'm saying? They need the fuel, they need the gas and stuff like that. So this is a big deal. So this is why we say, and this is why we do the things that we do, like Say Diaspora. So if you guys have not checked out our Say Diaspora link, the link will be in the description. We talk about these things behind the scenes, and it's not just one time. You will be added to our group, Stay Diaspora, with 50 plus people in there. And yeah, as you guys hear, the motorcycles. But 50 plus people is in the group, so any type of conversations that we have, you will be included. You can ask the questions. You can be like, hey, what about this? What about that? And people will answer. We will answer and let you guys know, hey, yeah, it's good here. It's good here. And it's not just here in Mauritius. It's people in Ethiopia. It's people in Egypt. It's people in Rwanda. It's people in South Africa, West Africa, Ghana, and stuff like that. So this is something that you really have to understand, that group economics is very, very important. You got to see what's going on around the world and not just your city. So I was watching a video the other day, and they were talking about how people need to get outside of the city. And of course they were saying in America, and I agree to a point, but that point is going to affect you in the long term, because once you get outside of the city and you get land and stuff, those are the perfect places where they want data centers, right? They gonna want data centers to be there because the land is nobody around. So if you go somewhere where no one is around and you think that you're escaping, just know that of course you're gonna have to pay property tax and things like that. So that's why we say go to a country where you don't have to, you can buy the land outright. You don't have to do no lease on the land and stuff like that. Of course the land might be similar to America in a way, a little bit cheaper, but similar. Like here in Mauritius, I say that because I am here in Mauritius and I know the land price is pretty expensive. But I had a conversation with a gentleman that he's very professional. He travels. He went to He told me he went to Tanzania, he went to, Zanzibar, he went to, where was it? Zambia, he went to um, West Africa, where was it? Senegal. He went to the States, so he knows the states. So usually when I say, yeah, I'm from America, and they be like, oh, where? And I'm like, oh, Ohio, and they like, oh, where's that? But this guy, he know where Ohio is, he know where New York is, he know where Texas is, he knew where California was. You get what I'm saying? So I can tell that he was a person that travels and stuff. And this is a Mauritian person that I'm talking to. So this is someone that has money, had a nice car. Yes, Uber is here in Mauritius, so that's something different. It's a little bit cheaper. Uber be doing promotions. Feel bad for the people that do Uber in a way, because if they did taxi before, they can charge their price, but Uber, yeah. But at a point, I'm not trying to get too deep into it because I could talk about this all day. But this is what I talk about behind the scenes to let people know, like, things are changing. Countries are adapting in a way to make sure their people are good. But back to the gentleman, he was telling me about the land here in Mauritius and the farming and the agriculture and stuff like that here in Mauritius, where the young people here in Mauritius, they want to go abroad because it's more opportunities and stuff, so they don't want to farm the land and stuff like that. So I'm like, man, that is a excellent avenue to go to. That is something that our people need to hear, where if you come here and start farming, and you really can buy land from someone that's already farming it, but they're older. So the older generation is doing a lot, and they're starting to be retired. They're starting to be tired. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if you meet the right person, which I'm pretty sure you will, you can get land. You can start farming the land automatically, and it's already going. Trust me, because watermelon, I just brought some watermelon. Me and my boys just got a haircut, right? So we went shopping, we got some watermelon and stuff. And I don't like buying watermelon, to be honest, here, because it's like, everyone loves watermelon in my household. So that's something that we like to have, and it's very good for you, it's nutritious and things like that. But it's very expensive here in Mauritius, right? So a whole watermelon really might be like $19, to be honest. And I'm like, man, I need to get my foot in this market of watermelon farming. In Tanzania, it was a little bit different. We visited farms. They had watermelon everywhere, right? And a watermelon costs about $4 to $12 at the most. $12 at the most. You get what I'm saying? And no, $12 is expensive. I'll say $4 to $12. I'll say that, because $12. That's okay. But I'm like, why is the watermelon so expensive? And there's so many people here that I see, like, there's a shortage, that when a watermelon comes, it's bought up. Everybody buys a watermelon quick. So you gotta know the day, you gotta know the time when they drop the watermelon off, because after 2 days, the watermelon's gonna be gone. So I'm giving you guys some gem right now. If you guys want to farm, come here to Mauritius and farm watermelon. I'm telling you. Of course, the land price is going to be a little bit more expensive, but that consumer price, I'm telling you, it's going to go so fast. People are going to want that. And I know watermelon, I think it's like 6 months, maybe 9, 12 months for it to grow and stuff. And Mauritius is an island. The land is very fertile. So I believe that it's not something that you will have to worry about growing. But I was thinking, I'm like, dang, like, our people, I know they want land when they come out of America. They want to be sustainable and stuff. And I always tell our clients, Mauritius is probably the softest country to land in. They have the systems here. Don't worry about being watched. You're not gonna be watched. I'll tell you that. And I might have to like be careful saying that, but you gotta realize, because I had a conversation with someone the other day about banking and being international banking and stuff. They said I don't want to bank in America, but I'm like, pretty much every bank is tied to America, to be honest. The only banks that do not be tied in America, if you're in the country and you open that bank account and you're making money in that country, like you're being sustainable in that country. So if you make $5,000 in America a month, to, you know, you're making money with clients in America or with clients in Europe or with clients in Australia. You get what I'm saying? Or Asia or something like that. There still is a system.
You want the French fries and the chicken?
Second, yes. Mercy. But there still is a system behind how to pay you, right? So if I get a client, just say if I'm here in Mauritius, I open a bank account, all good. And we have clients in America, we have clients in Europe, we have clients in Asia, Australia, and stuff like that, Canada, wherever, South America, wherever, right? How are those clients going to pay us? There's a system called the SWIFT code. There's a system. You have to use the SWIFT system. So this is why cryptocurrency sometimes is valuable if you use it correctly. But yeah, Swift system. You gotta realize, wherever you open your bank account and you're still getting clients outside of that country, they're gonna need to pay you through this system that's connected to the US dollar. You get what I'm saying? It's really no going against it in a way for right now. There's a lot of things to break down that way, but you have to know that this system is still valid. It's still valid. These countries are behind, so they are still relying on this system. So when we pay rent, when we pay bills and stuff, we have to use that system to pay our US dollar, to transfer it to Mauritian rubies so they can have their Mauritian rubies, but we pay US dollar. You get what I'm saying? So that's something very important that people need to know. I can see the only reason that you will be watched if you are transferring over $10,000 weekly. If you are transferring 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 weekly or daily, you put it like that, that of course that's going to be a red flag. Like, hold on, well, why are you doing this? Like, what's going on here? We need to, assess what you're doing. But that's a conversation that I was having with someone, and I'm like, do not freak out. Stop tripping about being watched. In America, you're being watched, like even more so than a month ago, even more so than a year or 2 years ago. You get what I'm saying? So do not freak out about, like, hey, they're tracking me and this and that. It's not. Come on, stop it. Like I say, if you're transferring hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, yes, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, who is this? But if you're doing a couple hundred, couple thousand, stuff like that, that should be okay. That's no problem. So stop being fearful. I think that's the biggest thing. That's the foundation. Don't be fearful. Stop being fearful of things, because everything is okay, and I promise you that everything's gonna be okay. But you gotta have that foundation of the Most High. You gotta have that foundation of faith and not fear. Don't be fearful of everything, thinking this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. Listen to the people that's been doing this and run with it. That's simple. So all praises to the Most High. I think that's pretty much it. I really didn't want this video to be that long, but that's why I like live, just to talk. And if you guys made it this far, comment below and type live, and I will start to do some lives because I think that's very important, so you guys can interact with me, interact with us. Yeah, because man, like, things are changing so fast, but people allow fear to control them. Don't allow fear to control you. Don't allow the, like, your mindset, the things that you think, the things that you see, to control you. I'm telling you, everything's gonna be okay. I promise you, everything's gonna be okay. But you gotta step out on faith and know that. So, all praise to the Most High, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed my little talk here, just waiting on some food. Make sure you like the video. Check the links in the description. Leave your comments below. If you made it this far, comment live, and this will motivate me to do a little bit more live. So if I'm here, just let you know where I'm at and stuff like that, and what I'm doing, and go live. You know, some mango trees back there, some papaya, some let's see, some grapefruit. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Some coconut. I see some passion fruit. I see a lot of things. Some moringa, I believe. Some curry leaves. It's a whole farm back here, but the lady, she always sells her things here, bananas and stuff, and things that she's growing. So yeah, guys, everything is possible, but you just got to get out your head. Don't be fearful, okay? So I'll talk to you next one. Shalom, shalom.